made a lot of investments in our surgical program over the years. Some components of it are state-of-the-art and brand new, like our relatively new operating room theaters, which are superlative. But there's components of the program that need updating. They're in their 1950s vintage original state, and that's the next initiative, is to update the totality of our surgical program so that it's state-of-the-art, just like our new operating room theaters. That involves the refurbishment, really, of the inpatient area of the hospital where people stay after an inpatient surgery, and our day surgery area where nowadays most of our surgeries, about 80% or more, are outpatient surgeries. So the area where people come to prepare for those surgeries and to leave the hospital after those surgeries.
I think the first couple of weeks have been great. I really felt welcomed here, not only by the staff, but also by the patients especially. It's lovely to walk into an office appointment and the first thing a patient says is, "Welcome to Pembroke." So that's probably the nicest thing that I've noticed since I've been here. I think it's really essential that we have this service closer to base. Being in a military family, I know it's like to know that your loved one is away, and to even have to undergo treatment somewhere that's not close to home, being away from that family. I'm happy that we can provide that treatment closer to home so that they can recover closer to their family where they need to be.
Well, orthopedics is thankfully one of those subspecialties where we can literally take people's pain away and make them functional again. So that's what drew me to orthopedics, is having the ability to transform someone's life from where they can't do what they want to do to where they start enjoying it again.
So for knee surgery, arthroplasty and joint replacement in general, it's about getting back to doing things that you love. Our joint replacements are quality of life surgeries. So these are people that are out there and normally walking around and active and enjoying life, and then all of a sudden they're debilitated by this constant pain. And so our job is to really help take away some of that pain and get people out and doing what they love again.
We're so happy to have this. We've been doing this for the last 2 weeks now. Patient had surgery. We're very happy about their stay, the surgery as well. And also I think our staff are very proud of having this new program to provide services in the community. I think they were waiting for that as well. So everybody lives in the community here. I think our staff are very proud of having this and available to our community.
The structural makings of this hospital are older, much more confined in smaller spaces. Mobilizing patients, especially with our new ortho program, has made it very difficult getting patients into the bathroom and out of the bathroom safely, and even out of the rooms and into the halls.
I've worked in many operating rooms, old and new, and I'm so pleased to say goodbye to the old and work in these lovely new operating rooms. And as part of our program, we're hoping to now upgrade the surgical program areas where patients come in for daycare and stay overnight if they have to. And I'm looking very much forward to seeing that project completed.
Well, for a project like this, we've got a ministry approval, so that means that the Government of Ontario will contribute 90% of the capital costs of the project. And the hospital and the local community are responsible for 10% of that cost. But we're also responsible for 100% of any equipment costs. So this is about a $10 million project, which will attract about $9 million from the province, leaving us with $1 million to fundraise for the capital, but also about $1.5 million in equipment costs. So a $2.5 million campaign, which we're looking to our community to again be very generous with the hospital and bring this program up to date so that we have a surgical program that'll carry us well into the future.
I've been nursing for 38 years, have been responsible for the surgical services here for 20 years. So for nursing, I see significantly a big change that they are looking forward to. Of course, nursing impact patient care. So if you're able to manage a patient and get close to them to be able to provide the care, all is well. If the difficulty is not being able to maneuver a patient or assist a patient into washroom facilities, that they have to change their ergonomics to back into a room as opposed to and manage the room as they should appropriately for safety, that becomes a problem. I think when patients present themselves in an environment that they feel comfortable, that they feel independent to be managing as much of their own care, not needing as much assisted devices and assistance, they manage better, they're more mobile, they feel better about themselves. So I think patients feel more independent and just in an environment that looks cleaner and brighter, they seem to do better. After having the opportunity to demonstrate and show you snippets of the environment that we currently are living in on the inpatient and day surgery areas, our cutting edge campaign could not be more timely with the introduction of our orthopedic surgeons, because with orthopedic procedures also comes with the patients that do require maximizing mobility, and those areas will be much more standard and comfortable for patients and comfortable for staff. So please, as donors, consider what we would be able to provide to the community and to your families and friends as they visit our areas, that they could be more comfortable and be serviced and cared for in a more comfortable surrounding. So I appreciate all your efforts and support. Please continue and support us as we move forward. Thank you.